So we can make on YouTube. We could put it up on YouTube later, and all systems go. Ed, if you're ready, I think we can begin. Guys, welcome. It's the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. Yay! Woo! You did it, you guys. You made it through another week of the pandemic, or of just your life, whichever is more arduous for you. Welcome to the show. It's the end of the week. Grab a beer, a wine, non-alcoholic beverage. It's fine. We don't judge here. Whatever you want to do. We're here to celebrate the end of the week with you. It's a comedy show, you guys. It's a talk show mostly, but the people we have on are comics, so it's pretty funny. We do some sketch, some improv. We do all kinds of things here, and it's a good time. And welcome. If you have any comments you want to make, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, we do take comments live. Sometimes the comments are what's funny. We do read those out on air, so like your traditional type of radio show. And yeah, it's just a good time. So let's kick off the show, you guys. So we usually start with the news of the world. So let's see what we got on tap this week for what's interesting. What has piqued our interest this week from around the world. Let's start here. Okay, so this is a little bit of an update on the science category. Water experts in the UK came out with a study this past week suggesting that drinking water from your bathroom tap could be dangerous for your health, especially if you live in an older home. But as any pet owner will tell you, toilet water is still okay.
Yeah, thank God.
Toilet water is fine, you guys. Don't worry.
Thank God.
If it's good enough for your dog or your cat, it's probably good enough for you. And let's face it, toilet water is just fine. And by the way, Rona and Kurt and Mark, you're welcome to make any comments you want after any of these news articles.
Hey, I have a question though. What about tap water from the kitchen? Is like that like super deadly, or like is it better?
I did read the article.
I need more info on this actually.
Did read the article, and it said that kitchen water is okay because apparently that's like a direct in the case of these older homes, that's like a direct flow from the main. But with these older homes, some of them have like a reservoir for the toilet water or for other water, for the bathroom water, and that can contain contaminants. Older homes.
So was this sort of a UK specific research, or?
Yeah, probably.
We're totally killing this joke, asking for too much data. Wait. When you say old house, you're talking about pre-60s? Like, what are we talking about? An older home here?
Yeah, the 1760s, right?
Yeah, what about my well? What about drinking water out of my well on my property? Is that safe?
Oh, man.
I need to know.
Well
water.
Well. I don't know.
Hey, but well whiskey is always fine. Well whiskey is great.
That's the only whiskey. Technically, every room in your house is a bathroom. At least it could be.
Yeah.
Technically,
it's your home is what you make.
Warning if you go to visit Mark.
Right.
Next story here, and I know Rona is going to appreciate that because she kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier. A self-proclaimed junkie who moved from Texas to San Francisco recently because, as he puts it, it's freaking easy to be homeless in San Francisco. This is what he said. Claims that he's being paid by the city of San Francisco to live on the streets, getting $620 in cash per month and hundreds of food stamps while he goes on selling fentanyl and enjoying Amazon Prime and Netflix on his phone. This is what he in an interview, this is what he said. It was in the Daily Mail. Now, I have not verified this person's claims, so I don't know if this is true, but from what I've heard, it does seem to be true because, as we all know, only a dealer can deal with San Francisco right now.
Yeah, for real, dude.
I can verify his story.
You verify
I was
I've definitely bought fentanyl off that guy.
I was totally okay with that guy. I was like, everything was fine until he said he knowingly sells fentanyl. I was like, this guy's a piece of trash, dude.
And on top of that,
guy.
When
On
I
top of
plan
that, it
my
was to
overdose, I will be
teenagers.
looking for him.
Yeah,
Sure.
for real.
He's
dude.
the guy you see as you overdose, actually.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm looking for him right now.
He not only does he sell fentanyl, which makes him a horrible, just disgusting human being, he also admitted to selling it to a 15-year-old just
Oh,
very
wow.
recently. And it's fucking disgusting. That guy's is just a trash human being. And there's no
Yeah.
punchline. He is the punchline. His life.
It is fun to see Ted Cruz in costume though.
Yeah. Oh
All right.
no! What?
So,
I love
guys,
coffee.
this is horrible news here. According to numbers released Monday by the ICE Futures Exchange, we are now down to a mere 143 million pounds of Arabica coffee beans in reserves, which is the lowest stockpile of coffee beans the exchange has seen since 2000. But not to worry, you guys, because as you know, we've got the climate change going just fine. So all the other beans are doing just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. Coffee bean shortage. Every other bean, have at it, as people have been doing.
We're now competing with the morning zoos, right?
So is that a coffee bean shortage where? Anywhere in particular? Just
Anywhere in the world. There's
Wow.
The world, yeah.
Worldwide global reserves of coffee beans.
Wow.
Yeah. So you might
Well,
see your price go up.
I mean, I imagine where they grow the beans that they're probably still plentiful. Is it just from the is it the supply shortage or whatever? All the truck drivers?
It's the global supply, you know.
Really?
So you might see your prices go up if you shop at Starbucks or whatever.
I would be shocked
Yeah.
if Starbucks raised prices.
or that last guy just gonna start selling like these coffee beans
Coffee, right?
for like hella Bitcoin.
Coffee beans.
He's gonna move to Dubai. He's like, I sold all my coffee beans for Bitcoin. I live in Dubai now.
Another story from the Daily Mail. This is a British tabloid, by the way. This woman here, 36-year-old nurse and mother of 5 children, was caught speeding 5 times in 19 days. 5 tickets in 19 days. As a result, she has had her license revoked, which is sad. But at the same time, did she really have to do the latest TikTok challenge? Whoops, there it goes. And by the way, this TikTok challenge here, as you can see, I just made this up, but I think it would be called Devious Ticks. Devious Ticks.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right,
TikTok
Devious.
ticks.
Well, at least she has her mask with her.
Yeah.
God bless.
Who knows? Maybe there is a real TikTok challenge where you try to go speed. I don't know.
It's good to have a goal.
Last story of the night. Former Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang backtracked in his tweet defending Joe Rogan, in which he claimed Rogan isn't racist because he works with Black people, is what Andrew Yang said. Here's his tweet right here. As you can see, let me get myself out of the way here. This is what he wrote. I don't think Joe Rogan is a racist. The man interacts with and works with Black people literally all of the time. Now, the story is remarkable, in my opinion, on 2 levels. First, it appears to me that this is a case, I've never seen this before, of someone almost getting canceled for not canceling.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, the other amazing thing is that he didn't get canceled for using the word literally for no reason.
2 punchlines, 2 rim shots, you know.
2 punchlines, 2 rim
definitely.
shots. I don't know. I have a pet peeve about the word literally. I don't know if anyone else has the same issue with it.
When it's used incorrectly, yes, it is.
Could you imagine Joe Reagan?
Joe Reagan. Did I almost say Reagan?
You did. No, you said it. I wish you would have stuck with it. You should have just committed, because my God, Joe Reagan.
Joe Reagan. All right.
I
Well,
think,
that was,
I think they both deal with the same problems, I'm pretty sure.
I think we should start using the word figuratively when we mean literally, just to really throw people off.
and by the way, so give it up for me for that was the news, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless. Look at you.
And we've got Ed Ruben's mom on. She
hi,
says,
Mom.
and I made it. Well, water should be
What
treated
up?
before using, by the way, she reported.
Treated with what? Bleach? What are we treated with?
Fentanyl, obviously.
Treated not
Yeah.
kindly?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got a filter. It was fentanyl, dog.
Treat it kindly.
That's the first thing that
You
came to
gotta
my
treat it with
mind.
respect, bro.
Right, with respect.
Yeah.
It's well water, you guys. It's
Yeah.
been
I
through a
think
lot.
she means chemicals that'll kill whatever comes out of that ground.
Wait, does well whiskey come out of a well? Never mind.
and let's
It's a well drink, but not.
sometimes we have Haley Hackett here with some character work, but tonight we do not. So we're just going to go right on to our first interview of the night. Guys,
Yeah.
give it up for Mark Noyer.
What up, homie?
Mark
What's
Noyer.
up?
Yes, indeed. Now,
Glad to be back.
glad to have you back, Mark. You know, you're one of the first people I met when I started doing comedy.
Yeah, that's a funny story in itself, actually.
Yeah, it was it's been a long, strange trip, but we made it, Mark. We're here. We made it out of this pandemic. We're still alive.
It's a blessing.
That's good. It is a blessing. And congratulations on multiple things. You've moved, you're, doing a different, I'm not sure what you're doing work-wise, but you said you're doing well health. You said you're healthy.
Yeah, dude.
I'm spinning it that way.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm sober from cocaine for over 100 days today. I think today's the first. What day is it today? What is it? The 11th? I am 101 days clean from cocaine today.
Good stuff, homie. Yeah.
God bless.
What's up?
Yeah,
Well,
because
congratulations.
I definitely recognize that guy. So the guy in the news. So it was a problem. San Francisco was a problem for me, but I'm doing really well. Work
So
is
what
good. Life's
what
good.
what made you want to move down? I know you said you're from Stockton area, the Central Valley, but this is south. So what made you decide to move down there?
Well, I've been wanting to move for a while down south because my best friend lives down here.
Mhm.
So I moved in with him, and
Okay.
I'm no longer working with the Crazy Horses Strip Club. I was living there for a while.
Right.
So it was like life was just it was too much. The cocaine had got out of hand, and I had to make a choice, dude. It was like, am I going to be a drug addict or am I going to be a stand-up comedian? You know, and I want to be a comic, and that's just
Yeah. They don't
So I had
mix.
to make
They
a
don't mix well. So we talked about this a little bit before the show, but you are now able to go to venues and mics down in the South. How's that working out?
really, it's really been a beautiful thing because the Pasadena Comedy Club has
Mhm.
been really, really supportive of me. Isaac over there is dope. And I have some connections from when I lived up north.
Mhm.
Christina Payne just booked me on a showcase for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I'm very stoked for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm doing comedy everywhere. I'm going back up north at the end of this month.
What was the name of the club you just said?
The Pasadena Comedy.
Pasadena Comedy. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they're related to the Hollywood Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pasadena Comedy Club. Yeah. No, that's a great area too. Isn't the Ice House is over in that area too, right?
Yeah, it is.
That whole. Yeah, and then you said you're just north. You said so that would make sense because that's North
Right.
LA. All right. that
Right.
would make-
Yeah.
What else are you up to down there? Are you?
Well, for work, I pick up trash, which makes sense because I'm trash. So I'm in the desert cleaning up everyone's litter.
Oh boy.
So people use the desert as a dump
Oh,
instead of going to the dump. So what I do is I go through and I pick up all of that shit, and it's a never-ending wheel because
So-
we'll go out there and pick up, and the next day there'll be more mattresses or whatever, TVs.
Character.
it's-
It's character building work, Mark.
It
you
is.
know?
Look at me.
I mean,
I'm red. I worked all day today.
you're gonna slim down. You're gonna get your you get a lot of stories out of it about what you find, and
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah.
good. Is that like through the county or through this? Are you an employee of the city now? Or
It's a nonprofit organization that
Okay.
is contracted through the city. So I get a paycheck. It's called the High Desert Keepers. They're dope. I mean,
Cool.
it's a lot more like spiritually satisfying
Yeah.
than working at a strip club. You know what I mean? Like I loved my job at the club, but I mean, it's just like apples and oranges. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like,
I remember last time you called us from there, and it was kind of that was the first time to have someone call in from
yeah, and I was super high on Adderall. So
I didn't know that.
It
Yeah,
probably
no.
wait, what, that was the first time. When did it happen again? I
This
missed
is the-
that. I
This
missed
is the
that
second
call.
time that I called in, but the first time, I think you were there.
Oh.
You were there the first time I was on.
Yeah. My
We
bad.
went over-
I misunderstood. Yep, I remember. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we went over the biker that almost attacked me while I was on stage in Oakdale.
Yeah.
Do you have any, now that you're down in the South, do you have any, there's always this discussion of like South versus North, San Francisco versus LA comics. Any comment on
I'm a
that?
Norte, son. You know what I mean?
You're a North.
I'm with
Norteño.
I'm with the Northerners, baby. No, it's definitely a difference. I mean, when you go to Hollywood, it's like San Francisco, but like in 4K.
Don't some of the clubs in LA, like you have to pay to go to?
Yeah.
the
Well, I
mics?
mean, that happened for a couple weeks, but once you get to know people,
Mhm.
once people realize that
Oh.
you're not just there for the hang, you're not there wasting everyone's time. You're there to work on
Right.
material.
You're legitimate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it becomes like a mutiny radio where it's like you donate, you pay
Mhm.
your dues and shit, but like when you're fucking past these like little places, you're past. Like they're not, that's just what I've ran into. I don't know. It may be different for other people, but
Yeah. That's great, Mark. So, Mark, you did send us a clip that I thought I could play. You want to set this up for us? Let me see if I can.
Yeah. So this is it's like a 28-second clip. It's from the AU Lounge in Oakland, and I believe it's like late 2018. It's one of the first times I ever attempted a joke about how I identify. I identify as Mark Noyer. You know what I mean? So like I don't like to put myself in a box, and I don't understand why people put themselves in categories.
Okay.
So
what was the venue you said? I'm sorry, what?
AU Lounge.
The AU Lounge. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I know that
in
one.
Oakland.
Yeah,
Okay.
tight, yeah.
All right. Okay,
So,
well,
yeah, go ahead.
let's go ahead and play this clip. And what Mark did, which was nice, is he put some subtitles, which is good because sometimes it's hard to hear in these rooms. So let's play Mark Noyer at the AU Lounge in Oakland, California. Here we go.
Gay sex isn't gay. Having sex with the same gender is not gay. It's all that kissing shit that's. I'll suck a dick. You're all fucking. I earned my stripes, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck you thought it was. You thought these nut stains were from me. You guys have been wonderful. Have a great night. My name's Mark Noyer.
Yeah.
Well, that
was good.
Yeah, guys, give it up for Mark. That's different than the joke that I know you for, which we talked about last time.
What is that? The ass
cleaning
joke?
tables.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah,
cleaning
I eat
tables.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to clean the table so you can eat off of it.
Yeah.
I eat ass. Yeah.
But that's that joke is equally provocative. Let's say.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a lot more provocative than most people might want or need, and that's okay with me. I'm not for everyone. I had to. Yeah, as a comic, I feel you have to understand that not everyone's gonna like you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's just the reality.
That. Sure.
I mean, really, it's impossible to make everyone like you. So once you get over the fact that not everyone's gonna like you, it gets a lot easier. Because I tried to be Mr. Clean, and that don't work for me.
Yeah. I'm the other way around, Mark, as you know. I
know.
can't help but be clean. Just
I tried. Go ahead.
I'm the other way around. I cannot break that wall for some reason. It's just, I don't know. It does.
That's because you're a good person, Tommy.
No, that's something.
That's because you're an all right guy.
He learned everything he knows from Ellen.
Oh, so you're abusive off camera? Is that what it is? Because that's what happened with Ellen. She had like a crazy fucking torture chamber in her backstage.
But like Mark, you were pointing out though, that's the thing with comedy. It's like not everyone's gonna like you. You do what you like to do, and you have fun at it. And if all goes well, eventually you can make some money at it, and then maybe
if all goes well, you overdose alone in a motel in Ripon, California.
I was just in Ripon for some volleyball.
They got that at Stouffer Park or at were you at Mistlin?
Miston. That's
Mistlin?
right. Yeah, whatever that place is.
Sports
That
park.
hellhole.
I'm from Ripon, so it's like I know that whole place.
They created volleyball just so that Ripon would have like something to make money off of.
Oh no, they make money off of almonds.
What is the name Ripon? Is that a native Ohlone name, or what is that?
Oh, it stands for white trash. Stands for white trash. Yeah.
I was legitimately. I mean,
I legitimately don't know. It might be. I know manteca is like fat or like lard or whatever, and
manteca is butter. Yeah, or
butter. Yeah, and manteca is the city over, so it might have some correlation. Maybe a Spanish thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mark, I want to give you a chance to promote anything that you've got coming on, whether it be Zoom or other shows. Is there
No,
stuff
I'm
you
banned
wanna...
from Zoom shows. I got downtown LA with Christina Payne. That's at, you're not going to come. So I'm up north at the end of the month in San Francisco, and I'm in Turlock. Turlock is at the Utter Place on the 23rd of February.
Okay.
That starts at 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 pre-sale. They're $20 at the door.
Okay.
Tickets are going fast. Last show was great. And then I'm all over San Francisco. I'll be with Pam Benjamin at the Atlas Cafe on Saturday at 2 p.m. I'll be at all of her open mics. I'm going to do every open mic I can. I'm going to try to get on with the Tiki Lounge or the Tiki Haven. I think it's Tiki Haven in the north. I think it's the Noriega district.
And
What?
do you publish your dates on Instagram or some? Okay, so we'll put your handle there.
Yeah, it's just my first and last name,
Got
Mark
it.
Noyer, Noyer. Cheers.
All right, guys, we'll give it up for Mark Noyer for coming back on the show. And congratulations, and I wish you the best of success, Mark.
God bless you. I love you.
All right, man. So let's move it along here. We're gonna, you know what? I think we will do improv, Ed. What do you think?
All right, let's do it.
Because we got time. I think we're doing well on time tonight.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna, guys, Ed Ruben is our resident improv leader. So let me replace the spotlight with Ed. Ed,
Yeah,
why
because
don't you
I don't
explain?
like homework.
Yeah.
And yeah, so anyway, this is our improv segment, and we violate all the rules of improv because this you're not, in most improv, you're not supposed to ask questions, but in ours, it's questions only. So whoever would like to participate is welcome to, and we'll just pair people up, and then we'll bring up a web page. You get to choose what the sort of theme you want.
Bringing it up right now.
Take it from there.
All right.
So let's see, who would like to do this?
I'm down. I'll check it out.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
So let me add a spotlight here, and
For context, I've never done improv before, so this is going to be very exciting.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, as the guest, should we just, let's see.
pick.
Do you want me to do it with Mark then? And then
Okay, we can
I'll
start.
do it with the next person?
Yeah, let's start with Ed and Mark then, and
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
pick the
Just words.
word first,
Okay.
or the relationship.
Which one do you want, Mark?
I'll let you choose.
I'll go for relationship.
Let's do it.
Okay, got
When
it.
was the last time you brushed your teeth?
Not very recently. Oh, it's supposed to be questions.
Supposed to be a question.
Hold on. Restart.
When was the
Can we-
last time
can
you
we
brushed your
restart?
teeth?
Not very recently. Is that bad?
Would I ask you that question if it looked great?
You win.
All right.
You know that, but that was good because you got the wheels turning there. That was good.
All right.
All right.
Kirk, did you want to do this or not?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So let's put Kirk and Rona together.
Let me add Rona.
All right.
And let me go back to the
All right.
screen
Rona,
generator.
you want to choose, put up the web page, or Tommy will, all right, Rona, you can choose which of the three buttons you want Tommy to hit.
Location.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so now I have to ask a question at the hardware store.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you have wood that's hard enough to paddle me?
What specific type of wood does your ass feel the most comfortable with?
I mean, I would say something smooth yet hard, maybe.
Good recovery.
Are we counting maybe as a question? Are
And
we
why-
really?
Yeah,
I
we're
mean, if you're
being
paddling
lenient.
my ass, yes.
It's not a contest.
That's true. Well, which aisle is it on?
Why wouldn't you have started with that instead of getting so specific with what you were using the wood for?
Well, my mind tends to go to, those places, if you're me, right?
All right. Well, we will ring the bell on that. But that was great.
Well, thank you. I'll make sure to go to the right aisle first.
Give it up for
Good
them.
job, everybody.
Do we have time for one more, Ed?
Sure, we do. Who else would like to do it? Or who would like to do it again? Anybody?
Or we just move right on. We could move on to the next segment.
All right.
Let's just move to the next segment. Guys, give it up for yourselves for a stupendous improv.
That was fun.
All right.
Good.
So let's go to our next interview. Rona Watson is here, you guys. And let me add the spot. Guys, give it up for Rona Watson.
Thank you.
Coming back on the show. Rona was one of the very earliest people to appear on the show. I think it was probably a year or more ago. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. I know you've got a show coming tomorrow, but before we get to that, give us the update, Rona. What's been going on in your life? I know you sing, you have children, there's so much going on, but what do you want to talk about from the last year?
It's going well. Yes, I sing. I have a band, and it's actually called The Wood. So I actually, it like was a great segue from my hardware store Wood to this. But yeah, I have a 9-piece local band, and we're playing at actually on Cinco de Mayo at the famous Alice's restaurant.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to that. We played there a few times. And yes, I have a show tomorrow night at La Cabana restaurant in Newark, California.
I'll show that poster real quick here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I grew up in Newark. I used to love that place. Is great. That's awesome. Right on.
Yeah, so it should be a good show. I love Pete is a great guy, great producer. I'm really thrilled. And I have not actually been to Newark, California. So I'm hoping it's a prettier place than the other Newark, New Jersey, but I don't have high hopes. I heard
Mike Bucci on that flyer. He's vice mayor of Newark, which is which blows my mind. Like,
wait, he's the actual mayor of Newark?
No, vice mayor.
He's the actual vice mayor. Yeah, he's
vice mayor.
Mm-hmm.
But he works in City Hall, and if I can make it, I'll try to come to that show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Stop by. It should be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's a good lineup. I don't know Leanne. Does anyone know Leanne?
I've been on online shows with her before. So yeah, she's pretty funny.
She looks very funny. Her last name is close though.
Yes. So what else? Yes, I have a teenage son who, which is crazy. He's turning 16 and he still hasn't gotten his permit, which is unbelievable to me that like I could not wait. I was literally like Mervin's like open the DMV when I turned 16. These kids do not want to drive. They want you to Uber them. They want it's just unbelievable. It's crazy. So Did
you teach him to drive?
It's terrifying. Yes, I'm teaching him. And I'm also turning 50 this year. So it's like menopause plus a teenager is it's like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my mom had me at 24 and I was out of the house when she was 44 years old. I was out 42 years old and I'm 50 and it's it's crazy. So but I'm trying to enjoy it because I know it's fleeting and he'll be out of the house in a couple of years, but it's crazy. And the comedy's fun. I've been writing tons of material and, it's great. I really enjoy comedy and I've missed it so much, not being able to perform. And we're going to put some shows on. Iman Dismore and I put on shows at the Swinging Door. So we'll definitely, now that the mask mandate is going to be lifted in San Mateo, we're going to put on some shows soon.
How long have you done shows at Swinging Door?
So I started, Iman put me on a couple years ago, and then I live in San Mateo, so I brought so many people. He was like, let's team up. And so I started helping
Oh my
him.
God.
So he's great on getting the comedians, and I'm good at bringing like the tickets and the sales and kind of getting everything. So every show has been sold out that we've done.
That's
since
incredible.
So yeah, it's been really fun. It's a great partnership. I really
Iman's good people.
he is, and he helps a lot of people. You know,
He's a dick, but he's great people.
I met him at a Monday night, the open mic, and I don't know, some kids were razzing me, and I just like went off on them, and he's like, I really like you.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do it over there.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, Rona, I don't know if you know this, but I left the Bay Area recently. I was in San Ramon, and then I moved down to San Luis Obispo area.
Oh, okay.
So, but I left, kind of some of the reasons that we talking about earlier about the Bay Area and things are changing and whatnot. But you're still in San Mateo, which is still a nice area. But have you started thinking about any changes with as far as location, or are you stuck? You're like going to stay on the peninsula just for as long as.
Well, my kids, so my youngest is 12. And so, yes, eventually we will leave, definitely, for warmer climate and cheaper, it's outrageous here. No one can afford to live here.
Yeah.
Both my husband and I work, and we have good jobs, and it's just unbelievable how expensive it is here. So, yes, eventually we will be doing something, hitting the road. I'll always do comedy though.
Yeah.
Pitch a tent outside of a Walmart,
Now, and what about the singing? I mean, so you talked about the band earlier. I think last time we were on, if I'm not mistaken, you had talked about like sort of, you were doing both and equally, but is it still the same, or do you still it sounds like you're writing more jokes now. So maybe you want to, now the pandemic's ending, you want to shift back more into comedy, or what's your?
Well, I mean, the band, we're practicing every week. And the thing is also with my comedy, I integrate, if anyone's seen me, I always integrate a song into my comedy. So in fact, tomorrow night, I've got a great song. I'm very excited to debut. But the last time this song was about my first wax after the pandemic. And, it was, I called it Pink Void, and it was like, hello, hello, hello. Is my pussy really in there? Like, I hadn't been waxed in so long, and it was sort of my first after wax experience. So I always sort of, incorporate my singing and my comedy together. So yeah, now the P word's going to be out there on YouTube. So sorry, children and in-laws and everyone else out there. I think
that's, we can, that's tolerable. Just once.
Okay, just once. But yeah, I feel like comedy and singing and everything, it's like all sort of integrated. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I just feel like as I get older, it's like there are not that many female comedians, and then there's not that many female comedians over 50. So like the Jackie Pearl, of the world, and like they're just, it's really fun to kind of still shock yourself and continue to grow as a person, and never, I just feel like I'm just getting started.
It seems like, I mean, we've had like Jackie Pearl on, we've had Priya Dean, I think that's how you pronounce her name. We've had some, female comedians my age, 50s basically. It seems like, the whole the Cougar show thing is like, it's becoming a real thing. Before it was like a niche thing, but now it seems like there's enough comics now, you guys can have a regular production.
I totally agree. And, I feel like there's no limit really in your age, or I'm just excited. I look forward to it, because the thing is about getting older is like, you need to have something to look forward to beyond just relying on your children, because your children, you're not promised, anything. You're not promised grandchildren. You're not promised anything from them. And so creating your own excitement about your life and doing things that make you feel happy, I think is the way to go. I don't want to have to rely on my children for my happiness. I want to, create my own happiness and joy and excitement. And, the great thing is when you're a comic, and I know this, like, I'm sure this is for everybody. When you tell people you do comedy, they are interested in you.
Right.
They want to know about you because
Yeah.
it's so terrifying to most people to get up on stage and try and make people laugh that they're like, how could you do that?
Right.
And I'm like, I wouldn't skydive, but you know, I'm willing to get on stage and, you know, so
that's true.
yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy it.
I remember now we have actually one other thing in common, Rona, and that is we both have biracial children.
Mhm.
You know, my wife is Japanese, so my kids are, and I remember we traded notes on that way back when we met at the Singing Door, and so it's funny because so that's always an interesting thing. Like now, when we living in the Bay Area, right, my kids would always get, because they went to a school where there were a lot of Asians, so they were always asked, oh, are you Chinese, are you whatever it is, you know, no one was ever guessing anything but like some flavor of Chinese. But now that we're down here in the Central Coast, they always like, are you Filipino, are you Latino, are you, you know, like it's just it's weird, but I don't know, it's just funny how the biracial kids have to kind of navigate their way in the world. People always want to know what are you, you know, like specifically, you know,
right.
Your kids,
well, my kids are also Jewish too, so it's like,
well, same here,
they're Japanese and Jewish,
and
like my son's gay, and so it's like he's like, I'm the most oppressed person ever. Like, I'm a gay Asian Jew, like no one could be more oppressed than me. He's like, I'm totally getting into college, and I'm like, great. Like, okay, you got to keep your grades up. You're not
it's oh god, wait till you get, you know, I mean, he's gonna start filling out applications in the fall, right?
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we just finished my son is 1 year older, and he just finished all his applications, and we're waiting now. Very nerve-wracking, but that's not comedy. That's just the college system is what it is. But anyway, lastly, Rona, anything else you want to, I mean, we talked about the show tomorrow.
Yep.
We talked about that. Is there anything else you want to add before we move on?
No, I'm very excited for Mrs. Maisel.
Okay,
I'm waiting. She's like my kindred spirit. You know, as most people know, I started doing comedy because I was on drugs, because I had surgery and I was delusional, and I was watching Mrs. Maisel, and I said, I'm funny too, like, while on Vicodin, and like, I can do this. And then I decided to do comedy like 2 weeks after I had this surgery. And it's like something just inside me, just like went crazy, and I just couldn't believe it. So I thank Mrs. Maisel for inspiring me, and I'm going to continue the torch of, you know, inappropriate Jewish women.
I agree with you, Rona. Same sentiment. I think comedy, that's what's great. It inspires us to do comedy. And every time I watch something new, I get remotivated. So I'm right there with you guys. Give it up for Rona Watson for coming back on the show.
Thank you.
Always good to see Rona. And if you get a chance, come see her show tomorrow night. We'll post that in our group page for you. And by the way, we do have, guys, tonight we have lots of people watching live. We have right now 7 people are watching. We're watching live. Now it's 5, but still we have lots of people watching live. So people watching live, if you have a comment to make, Ed's mom, anybody, anything you've heard tonight, we'll read it on air. We'll make a comment on that.
I want to see Ed and Ed's mom do improv together.
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
Sorry, that wasn't a question, but
okay, well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we should have
that happened is the question. Yeah,
we should have your mom on one time as a special guest.
Yeah, maybe we should have your mom on.
All right. I'm sure
probably would get more. Get more views that way.
Yeah, I bet you Ed could book her. If anybody can book her,
oh yeah,
right.
No worries.
And speaking of the business of comedy, and this is a show. This is a low budget show, but we do sometimes get sponsors that come and, you know, want to support our show for whatever reason. And Eric Newton, for those of you who don't know, he's not just a comedian; he's also a business person. He's out there getting sponsors. Guys, give it up for Eric Newton.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course I'm a business person. These gel manicures aren't gonna pay for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out here hustling for the people. Yo, this week on the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour, dude, we're happy to be brought to you by the Hood's favorite yet unofficial house of worship, Church's Chicken. All right, dude. Yes. Oh my God, dude, this is an amazing partnership. All right, we got on with Church's Chicken. Okay, I truly believe God herself is allowing me this opportunity to continue the work that I've been doing personally, like in my own time. I've basically been like volunteering for the church, so to speak, if you will. Okay. Now, look, many people in Oakland, you may know that back in 2008, I started a petition to have Church's Chicken on Bancroft declared as an actual house of worship, dude, like a real ass church. All right. Because, dude, just imagine, dude, if in addition, dude, imagine that if in addition to delicious fried foods at a reasonable price, dude, what if they also had like real church services? All right, dude, that would be so good for the people. All right, dude, people on the go, but God-fearing, that love fried chicken and okra just like me. All right, if you could get both at the same time, other church services, I feel like, okay, if they had like you could do weddings there. All right, you could do weddings, you could do funerals, you could do daycares. Dude, it'd be like a real church. It'd be amazing. I think there's some different zoning laws in Oakland. It's a bit weird, but I think, okay, based on the information I'm about to make up right now, I think they can they can get away with it. They can do it. All right, look, I think the wedding services, they're gonna have to be dine-in only. Okay, all right, dude. Anytime you get a bunch of people parking lot pimping, it turns into a sideshow. That's not a good look for a wedding. All right, so the weddings are all gonna be indoors. All right, the funeral services, those are gonna be drive-through only. Obviously, all right. You can't keep a corpse next to fried chicken for too long. All right, everybody knows that. Like, it's bad hygiene. It gets gross. Don't do that. Finally, the daycare is gonna have to be stationed in the parking lot only, you know, because that's basically how churches work. So it's gonna be fine, dude. I'm using all the money churches gave us to get this dude, what's the word? Petition out into the streets, out into the people. Because look, even if my petition fails, even if it doesn't work, even if churches never changes a single thing about how they operate, it's still more of a church than the Church of Scientology. I think it's win-win for everybody. And thanks everybody. That's my report for this week. I'll be back next time with even more exciting lucrative sponsors.
I tell you, with Eric's support, that church is going to have to add a new wing.
Yeah.
You got, dude, somebody drum roll this man.
But I'm
and I am sorry to hear they're waffling on your petition.
I was gonna do a chicken and bagels joke, but I didn't have time to finish it. Yeah.
All right. Guys, once again, Eric Newton, you guys always coming.
You're
up
so
with
funny,
sponsors.
Thanks,
Eric.
guys.
You are so funny. I love you so much, dog. You are so funny, Pimpin'. My God. Ridiculous.
All right, well, let's move the show along. We have a guest on now. Now, Kirk Broussard has actually been on the show before as well, but last time he was really just sort of in the audience, and that was nice of him to come on. But you know, we wanted to hear his story, so I invited him to come back this week. Guys, give it up for Kirk Broussard.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I feel like that other appearance never happened at all. Yeah, it's great to be here. What a fun little group. Hello, friends on Facebook watching. Hello, friends in the room. I don't say friends ironically. Like, I am very introverted in real life. Like, some of the people I've met over the last 2 years through Zoom and online comedy are legitimately friends. I consider them my friends. Tommy, do you want to be my friend? Tommy, do you want to be my friend?
Well, so let me introduce you properly, Kirk, because you know, you have every guest when they're new to the show for the interview part, I need to introduce them. And so Kirk is a Las Vegas based comedian for everyone who's just joining us or wants to know. And primarily I've known him through Zoom. I've seen him on lots of Zoom shows, but let me say that, Kirk, the reason why I always was sort of interested in your comedy and you is because you are in Las Vegas, and you always call in this exact same space in your apartment here, you know, and you've got like, hear me out. He's got this set up with he's smoking, and he's got the background here, and there's sometimes kitties coming in and out. I don't know if you know this, but I kind of grew up in the summers in Las Vegas. Even though I'm from New York, my grandmother, Sylvia Feldman, She lived in Las Vegas in an apartment, my grandpa Leo, for 15, 20 years. So in the summertime, I would actually go, even though it was super hot and unbearable, when we still have to go there. And yeah, I don't know, something about, being in Vegas in an apartment in the summer and with all the smoke in the air and stuff like that. It just, for some people that might sound like maybe off-putting, but for me, it's somehow it's nostalgic. Somehow it reminds you of something. I'm not sure what, but so I feel a kinship to you, Kurt, because of you being in Vegas.
I like it. I'm excited. Two white male Gen Xers just shooting the shit, live streaming. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly
tell us about yourself, Kirk, a little bit. For everyone joining us, tell us a little bit about what got you into comedy specifically, and what you've been working on lately, comedy wise.
I don't know. Someone told me like 2.5, 3 years ago, or what is it? Like it was August. So yeah, I don't know. A little, maybe 2.5 years ago, they just like called me and was like, hey, you want to come watch Tony, another friend of ours who doesn't do comedy anymore. You want to come watch Tony do the open mic? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm off tomorrow. Why not? And my friend was like, oh, because I signed you up also. You're going up right before him. And yeah, I don't know. I argued with her for briefly, but then I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just do it. And yeah, it was all right. I enjoy it. It's fun. Like I said, I've gotten to meet people. I mean, live the first like 8-9 months, I was doing it before shit shut down in 2020. Like, I mean, I was going up 5-6 nights a week, just every single open mic and multiple mics on those nights. Like, I mean, I don't know. I did the numbers at one point, and it was a ton of mics. Just writing and enjoying it. And then 2020 hit, and I kind of took just an overall break. Like, I don't know. And then, I mean, I've still been going up. This last month, I haven't gone up very much, but it's whatever.
So just before the pandemic, you had started and you were really going at it. And if there hadn't been a pandemic, probably by now you would have had a lot of shows on.
Oh, I would be famous by now. Absolutely. You're 100% right.
You would have been headlining at the Tropicana.
It surprises me every day when I wake up in the morning and I look in my dirty mirror in my bathroom in the small apartment. I'm like, Kirk, where did it go wrong? Was it the pandemic? Was it really the pandemic's fault? Was it, Tommy? Was it the pandemic's fault?
Well, I've seen you on a lot of Zoom, so you have written jokes, you have moved on. And in fact, you did send us a clip of your comedy, so I thought I would play some of that real quick here. Now, you want to set this up for us a little bit? Like, what venue is this clip from?
This was Ocha Thai, which technically is on the Strip. It's just an open mic that my friend, ironically, Ty Rivera and another friend of mine, AJ Rivera, host every Thursday, but it's a cool little room.
All right, so let's play a few minutes here from Kirk Broussard at the, what did you say it was, the Ocha?
Ocha, it's right there on the wall. If you just add an O that you can't quite see in the video.
All right, Ocha, which in Japanese means tea. I don't know if that
it's called Ocha Thai, I think, online, because it's Thai food, and it's really good food.
Got it.
It's a cool little spot.
All right, so let's watch a little bit of Kirk's stand-up here. Here we go, starting now.
In almost every urban lounge there is in the valley, I want you to give a very, very, very hot hello to the one, the only, Kirk Broussard!
This was the first time I've ever told this joke, so...
sounded like he said Jeff and not Kirk, but...
maybe he did. I don't
know. Thanks, everybody. Good to see everyone here. Man, keep it going for Mike Tran earlier, too. I really thought he was just here to book the guests for Pauly Shore's Dog's new podcast. I mean, I didn't even know he told jokes. God damn it, it's good to see Mike. I had dinner with my mom earlier tonight, and she's 83. The dementia is kind of coming on, and I feel like I approach these dinners the way that a lot of people approach shopping on Black Friday. Like, I go in, I know there's going to be arguments. The best case is to try and go for a quick in and out, and I prepare myself to hear some slurs. Like, she's going to drop some slurs. I don't know, that's my mom. She doesn't mean anything, I swear. I've hated cops also for a long time. Ever since I started listening to hip-hop music, I would say. It's been 30 years at least. But recently I've fallen into this weird YouTube rabbit hole of watching these First Amendment auditor videos. I don't know if anybody's familiar with these. It seems like it's a lot of guys my age. They film the police doing their job. And occasionally they catch them violating rights. But a lot of the time, it's just these guys with these catchphrases like name and badge number, name and badge number. That's a popular one. My eyes cannot be trespassed. I like that one. I don't know, that's clever. My eyes cannot be trespassed. But it reminds me of the kids that you'd encounter when I was growing up that would put their finger like this and be like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. Or they would grab your arm and, why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Like, these are these kids on YouTube, and now they've got millions of views, they're making money. I don't know. Patriotism, am I right?
Nice.
That was a good guy. Give it up for Kirk. That was a good clip. A little hard to hear over the bar, but it's a bar. You know, that's what happens.
I mean, it was a bar with like literally, as we all know, probably 30 just comics sitting around shooting.
Yeah.
Shit. Like,
yeah, those are good premises though.
I've seen you, Kirk. I've seen you on some Zoom shows. Sometimes they do. You drop like some dope like hip hop reference jokes, dude. That stuff is fire, blood. Yeah.
Yeah, the mom joke, that was literally the first time I'd ever said it. The Mike Tran one was specifically just for Mike Tran, who's a friend of mine who does work for Pauly Shore and watches his dog when he's out of town. So that hit in the room.
And right on cue, we've got Kitty. We've got the kitty right on cue. There we go. Now tell us a little bit about your cat, because both me and Eric, we're both cat lovers. Tell us a little about your cat.
This is Lola. She's hey, look up.
Oh, super. Oh, wow.
Look at
she's pretty.
Heck of posh, boy. That's the most posh cat I've ever seen, dude.
We moved out here. I told her that she's that I sent in a picture of her to Fancy Feast, and we're in negotiation.
Yeah.
Don't tell her
Dude,
that's
she
a
looks
lie.
like she's about to order tea and crumpets right now, dude.
Cat.
Yeah, no, I got her when I lived in Dallas before I moved here from a woman who was manager at a restaurant I was the bartender at. And she, just for multiple reasons, had to get rid of the cat. And she just offered her up, and I took her on.
Right on.
And there's another cat wandering around here too somewhere. But yeah, she's my favorite. Don't tell my other cat I said that, but it's all right. He doesn't watch you on Facebook. I think you blocked him, so it's all right.
Now, Kurt, I always want to give everybody a chance to promote whatever it is that they've got coming up or what they're working on or anything like that. Did you want to promote anything?
I don't know. I'm working on some music stuff really more recently. Like, I'm doing a couple of projects. Let me think. Yeah, one is with a friend of mine here, but I can't really talk very much at all about it,
right?
Which is an odd way to plug yourself. How
right.
about this? I'm doing Sam and Athena's hypothetical open mic here in a little bit. Like, that's
nice.
I mean, like, this is Athena's little merch. Like, they're both super cool, do a lot of fun stuff that I participate in. But
great.
I mean, just hitting open mics and whatnot here. Like, I'm just at that level. Like, a couple years in, I'm very aware of the level I'm at. Yeah, I'm not booking myself on shit. You know?
I mean, let me ask you a question, Kirk. I'm not a big gambler, so where would be the best? What would be the best casino for me to hit if I ever went to Vegas?
I mean, the off the strip ones have better, like, the odds are slightly more in your favor with the computer systems. But I mean,
no human error. There's like, let this guy win. Let this guy win this time. Computer said so.
I mean, just like maybe, I mean, Green Valley Ranch is a one that's over here borderline in Henderson, but it's about 20 minutes from the Strip, and it's a fun little one.
Okay.
It's just a neighborhood, but larger casino. It's one of
Green
the
Valley Ranch.
station.
No.
Yeah, it's a station casino, and there's multiple locations.
They used to have a reality show with that casino on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
that's fun.
I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, they had a reality show with that rant. In fact, I remember that one of the people on the show had some incident, and then you would, read about it. And
Oh
I
man,
think
maybe
that was
I'll
about-
show
yeah.
up and they'll be filming like a reunion episode. I'll be tight. Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
Well,
yeah.
Kirk, when you have more details on whatever it is that your project is, we'll promote it on our page. Guys, give it up for Kirk Broussard for
Yeah.
coming back on the show.
Thanks.
And we appreciate you, Kirk. So let's move on now to the last part of the show, which is for the comedians, the fun part, I suppose, in some ways, because it's a
Yeah.
quiz. We have fun quizzing comedians. And by the way, if you're watching online, there's audience participation, so we can all do this together. It's a unique type of quiz show, though. It's Japanese commercials. Yes, that's right. I used to live in Japan. Mark remembers it.
I love
Yeah.
this one.
I used to
This
live
is
in
so good.
Japan, so one of the things I loved about living there was that commercials were super funny, and I always remembered that. And when I started doing comedy a few years ago, I thought about a way to bring in Japanese comedy, and this is it. I play these commercials, I stop them halfway, and the comedians try to guess what the product or service the commercial is about. And so we start with the guests first. So Kirk, Rona, and Mark, you guys get first dibs, okay? And let's see, we have a guest here tonight. Mark's guest, I suppose, or
No.
is that Kirk's guest? I'm not sure, but whoever, you can take a guess as well. And then we go to the Facebook audience and see if Facebook audience has a guess. And then last but not least, we go to the regulars like Eric and Ed, and they often guess these things because they've seen a lot of these Japanese
Yeah.
products.
Yeah.
So with that, let us go to the videos, the commercials, and let me
I want to go on record as saying I enjoy the whole show, not just.
Yeah, as do I. I just I don't know. Sometimes
Nope,
I'm
yeah,
awkward. I'm an awkward. I say things awkwardly. That's kind of-
this is by far my favorite part because I came to win, dude. I come to win every time, bro. Like, yeah.
That's true. That's
All right.
true.
First commercial. Let's get this queued up. Starting now. Or not now. Now. All right.
Oh,
What is going on here? Some pretty big biceps there. All right, Mark, you want to go first? What do you got?
Some kind of insurance.
Yeah.
That
I've
insurance
ripped.
commercial.
Insurance for getting ripped, or just any kind of insurance?
Oh, is that your hint?
It
No.
says shirt insurance in case your guns come out.
Shirt
You rip your,
gun
you rip
insurance.
your t-shirts all the time. Yeah.
It reminds me of a car insurance ad that we would have here in the United States. That's why I said that.
All right, good guess. Kirk, what do you say?
A pain medicine.
He does look like he's in pain. He's definitely grimacing.
Cool.
Rona, what about you? What do you think?
like a protein powder.
Okay, you're getting warmer because it is something you take, you consume. It's a product that you consume, but it's not a protein powder. Our guest wants to make a guess. Would you like to make a guess?
Isn't it medical or something for your memory?
Oh yeah.
You guys are getting closer. It's definitely
With the
like
puzzle,
something you
something,
eat
yeah.
and it helps you kind of.
Oh, it's a
sort of,
laxative.
but
Yeah.
not it's not known for that specifically. Facebook audience, do you have an idea? Anybody? Facebook
I
audience?
think
No
Hefner
guesses.
is
No
cheating
guesses.
because she's fluent in both tomato and Japanese.
I'll give you a hint.
Tomato,
It's not a
yes.
tomato. Let's
Not
see.
so much.
Eric, what do you
it's a
say?
tomato.
I think this guy is the Yakuza boss that owns all the coffee beans. He's just hoarding all the beans to
He's hoarding
himself. And it's just like a negotiation. He's in the muscle to get the last. I guess it's gonna be like soybeans. Is it some kind of
Getting
like
warmer.
Is it like a beef powder for like ramen noodles?
No, but you're getting
Okay.
warmer in sort of like it's like not a tomato, it's not a bean, but Ed, what do you
Okay.
think? It's
I'm gonna go to my old guess. It's a Snickers commercial.
Oh, yeah.
that's a good guess actually. But and by the way, does anybody know what this game is? The game they're playing? It's called-
Difficult.
Yes. It's
It's not
shogi.
Joe.
You ever hear of shogi? It's shogi. It's like Japanese chess. All right,
nice.
let's play the commercial to the end and let's see if you can then guess it. Okay, here we go. Okay, how about now? Anybody?
Cold
Is that
medicine?
Shin Ramen?
ramen.
Takoyaki.
What?
Is it like
Takoyaki.
Not takoyaki.
It looks like candy.
pieces of
Not-
beef?
Is it
It's like-
teriyaki?
it's like beef chunks?
It's not. Well, wait a second.
Balls.
It's you know what?
Oh, it's a
There's
cough
three
drop.
different products here. So, and who said candy?
I
Me.
did. Yeah.
All right,
what is
we're gonna
Well,
give it
it's
to
Snickers,
Mark and
yeah.
Ed for saying candy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
there's three different products. It's plum. It's sour plum.
Oh, yeah.
So we have the three varieties. We have the gummy. We have the whole plum here, and I'm sorry, no, this is the whole plum, and then this is the candy in the middle here.
You know what? I didn't
So-
say candy.
Okay, well,
I like
ex-
that the only thing that's English on the whole package says it's a Nobel.
yeah, that's.
I'm
the
pretty
company.
sure Mark said fentanyl.
And by the way, this
it
is
cocaine?
this is supposed to. They're calling this the man's plum because it's supposed to be like macho. Like, oh, it's so sour and you pucker so much that only men. I know it's sexist, but anyway, it's
Yeah,
supposed to
Tommy.
be a man's sour plum.
Well, plums have been
Wow.
proven to make your cum taste better. I've found out.
Um,
Ruben.
For
Okay.
science.
blinded me with science.
No, for my pleasure.
Okay, I got another commercial for you guys that I guarantee you there's never been a commercial like this in Japan or in America. If I can find it here.
Go to Indeed. I know what Indeed's about.
Oh, sem feet.
Indeed.
Oh my.
Okay. So right after this, let's see, clinic. All right, let's stop it there. Any guesses from our regular, or not from our regulars, from our guests? Let's go this time to Rona. What do you think is going on in this commercial?
Is it something to do with travel?
Yeah.
No, but it is. It is service, kind of a service related.
Okay.
It's in the service field. Kirk, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna guess like a hotel chain or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a sort of like a service, do stuff, but have fun, enjoy your life type thing, service, but it's not travel or hospitality. Something else, and this is going to be difficult, but just let's keep trying.
Yeah,
I'll give
I know.
Mark. I'm going to give you a hint.
Like an amusement park?
What's
What's your hint? What's your hint? I didn't say that. Shh. What'd you
What
say?
they were
What you gonna say?
saying is related to the service.
What they were saying.
You want me to
I
play
thought-
it
I
again?
could've- No, I could have swore I heard Satan in there 3 times. Go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
Is it Disneyland?
No, let me play it again and just listen to what they're saying. All right.
Yeah.
Which friar am I beating? I'm gonna go to Church's Chicken and beat some ass. It sounds like.
It's not a plot. It wasn't.
Is it a boxing match? What is this?
It wasn't fryer. They were saying flyer.
So it's like is it like an online thing to book flights? No,
It is
a
an
website.
online thing.
It's like a website,
but you don't
commercial.
book flights. You book something, or you transact
Prostitutes?
something else. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Our other guest, would you like to make a guess?
I thought I heard a dog barking at the beginning, so I have no idea, but check out the dude on the left. That's
Uh-huh.
cracking me up.
Oh yeah, look at that
Yeah.
guy.
These people are all really, these are all probably, actors living in Japan and teaching English.
Wait, is it celebrating like essential
Is
employees?
that
or something?
John Travolta?
No, it's not a celebration. No,
Yeah.
this is
No,
from
okay.
2000.
It looks like it's from Pulp Fiction.
17, 16. This is like 5 years old, this commercial.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Ed.
I think it's like a business card type of thing, or to
Oh yeah.
match people with jobs
Hmm.
they need done with somebody that can do them type of thing.
Different transaction. You're thinking right. It is some kind of marketplace. You do exchange something, but it's not. It is not a jobs. Eric, got to be just think think broader.
Yeah.
And they're saying, and let me give you a hint, Eric.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
saying bitto fraya.
I mean, flyer, like maybe is it advertisement for like how Black History Month?
Don't
looks in
focus on the
Japan?
flyer
Right.
part.
Okay.
Don't focus on the flyer part. Bitto fraya.
I think it's like, is it like an online, like what is it, like the penny saver? Like it's like it shows you like what's on sale everywhere.
Bitto fraya. Bitto.
I know what it is.
I
Okay,
mean,
Mark,
if
what
you
do you
keep
think?
saying it in Japanese,
it
I'm not gonna
Bitcoin?
understand, dude.
Yeah. It's Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin exchange.
Oh my god, I would have never got that.
That's why I told you it's the #1 domestic Bitcoin exchange in
Like
Japan.
Coinbase.
It is the Coinbase. It is the
Wow.
Coinbase.
None of those
Japan.
people look like Matt Damon.
I heard like I've never seen a Coinbase commercial, but I heard on the Super Bowl this weekend they're gonna have some Bitcoin ads. That's what I heard for the first time.
My brother used to work at Coinbase when they first started, and he just bought like a huge house and everything. Yeah, but he doesn't work there anymore. But I should have tried to.
You should
get
have
a job
invested.
there.
Yeah. Get FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Something.
Yeah.
Not really.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
the wife and the kid. I don't fear missing out on that. I'm good, dude. Yeah. He has a house, but I have a baller apartment. It's equal. It's equal in my eyes. As a comedian,
Okay.
I'm doing just as well.
Let's see. All right, let's go to our next commercial starting now.
この惑星の住人は冷たい海に潜ってまで食物を得ようとする。
どうせ潜るんやったらあったかい海がええな。それがハワイだ、ジョーンズ。
休みます。
どこ行くの、ジョーンズ。
He went all the way to Hawaii, you guys. Not sure where to begin on this. Mark, you want to take a guess?
I was not paying attention, so I'm gonna go with let's see, hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna go with it's some kind of travel, and I know it's not, but we're gonna go, I'm gonna say some kind of travel
site?
agency. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Japan and Hawaii travel. That is a big market, by the way. You're not wrong on the opportunity. Let's go to Rona.
Oh,
Do you know who this was? Who the person is?
I think it's
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes, it is Tommy Lee Jones.
Yep.
It is.
Is it something alcohol related?
Warmer, not an alcohol, but it is some kind of beverage.
Ooh.
Kirk, what do you think?
Favorite iced tea.
Ooh, getting very warm. Not iced tea, not tea.
Coffee?
Coffee. Yes.
Oh,
It's
nice.
coffee. It's let's play to the end.
ここはどこですか？ハワイだよ。ただこの惑星の休みとは何をやればいいのだろう。
働いてるじゃん。
ボスでハワイ。
Man, I was
It's
hoping it
boss.
was.
It all
hoping
makes
it-
sense now. You're right.
It's
Once you
boss
drink
it
responsibly.
makes perfect sense.
Have anybody ever tried Boss coffee?
No.
No.
No, I thought that would usually get you fired.
Yeah. Don't drink the Boss's coffee.
Yeah. I was hoping it was gonna be like a trailer for like Men in Black 5 and like Godzilla shows up and stuff. But yeah, coffee's tight too, though. I drink coffee. I drink coffee a lot.
You know, canned coffee really never took off in America, but in Japan, people, instead of brewing coffee or going to a coffee shop, they'll just
I think they have like Coca-Cola with coffee like versions, and it's like dude, I don't know, people love it, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But some people do that. Yeah.
Oh, you mean in this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's like some kind of like Coca-Cola with coffee in it. It's weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have all those cold brews now you can get in the store, right? Yeah, so that's probably close. All right,
Hey,
we got
Tommy,
one
I just want to
more.
let you know I really liked your Japan Hawaii joke.
Okay.
I really liked that a lot.
All right.
I really did.
That wasn't.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Except that wasn't really a joke. That was just the truth. I mean, it is a big market. I'm sorry. It is.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, dude, I bet.
We got one more for you guys here. If I could find it here. Okay, right after this McDonald's ad.
McDonald's.
Starting now.
落ちてた。
なんか不気味。
私も歪んでるから。
We'll stop it there because it'll reveal otherwise. So she's dragging a statue of what looks like Medusa. Let's go back to that. I just want to show that to you guys. So let's stop on Medusa. Okay, so now, what could this possibly be a commercial for? Mark, did you raise your hand like you have a guess?
No, I was hiding her eyes from my eyes.
Oh yeah, avert your eyes.
It's Medusa. Anyways, no, I have no idea.
Smart.
I'm gonna let you
That's
guys
smart.
go first.
Okay,
I'm
Rona,
not taking
what
any
do you think?
chances.
Maybe something for like a hair care product.
Whoa, nice
off
job.
the bat,
Rona.
nice. Yeah.
Got it. It is a haircut. See, that's okay. I figured with the Medusa that would probably work. Yeah, it's let's play it through here.
私も歪んでるから。歪んでる？ねえ、まっすぐって大変？
その髪はリアボーテひまわり。
It's called Himawari shampoo and conditioner, which is sunflower in Japan, and it's for people who have curly hair or the hair that doesn't straighten. It's got
Or
special.
snake
You know,
scale.
How about for her split ends?
See, a Jewish girl knows.
it's not. This is what your hair
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
after you've used the shampoo. It's what they say in Japan, sarasara. It's like smooth and whatever. It's that's
Dude,
very important. in
Japanese people have amazing, because I have super black hair, but their hair is like puts mine to shame, dude. Like it's so like richly black, but then shiny. Is I'm gonna get some of this, bro. Like, yeah, dude, you sold me, Tommy, because their hair is like it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hair care is a big industry in
Hell yeah.
Japan. All right, guys. So we've come to the end here, but I wanted to give my regulars, Ed and Eric, a chance to promote whatever they want or catch us up. Ed, how about you? You got shows you want to plug?
I think the only one to plug is Tuesday Off the Hook in Campbell, 8 o'clock. Should be fun. So hope people make it out there.
All right. And Eric, how about you?
Yeah, if you guys are local, I'm gonna be at Lily Max on Monday, on February 14th. Me and Dave show, other great comedians. But the easiest way, if you guys thought I did anything funny tonight, I'm online everywhere at I am Eric Newton. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. It does actually helps us a lot if you guys follow us there and then like our stuff, share our stuff. Sometimes it's better than money, like real spit. So just look for me online. You can always catch what I'm doing.
All right. Well, for me personally, I just got this show. We're going to be back again in 2 weeks on the 25th, I believe. We've already got 2 comics booked, Kavita Singh and Valerie Apperson. Do you guys know them?
That's great.
Kavita's very funny.
So we're excited
Funny.
to have them on, and we're looking for a third person. We're going to get that confirmed soon. I've got that coming up, and then I do Wednesdays. I got the open mic I do on Zoom at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. If anybody wants to pop into my open mic, you're welcome. And I should be returning to in-person stand-up very soon. Not yet sure. Still waiting for things to kind of calm down. But for now, I'm on Zoom. So come and check me out, and check out my Instagram, because I've got some reels that are doing pretty well.
You do.
Yeah.
Good job,
So
buddy.
yeah. So anyways, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. And I want to suggest thanks to all my guests. Thanks to my regulars. And thanks to everybody. Guys, have a great weekend.
Thank you.
See you in a couple weeks. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Oh, Ed,
Hey,
you want to take
happy
us out, please, with
Valentine's
some
Day,
music?
everybody. Have fun on Valentine's Day.
Yes,
See you
have a
guys.
good Valentine's Day.
3 shopping days left. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.